Hello everybody, welcome back. My headset's not connecting. Having what what the hell? What are these weird connection issue things that I'm having? What is it doing? Why is it doing this? Why me? Why now? We're here. We're trying to enjoy our first day of Omega. But dang, having to fight for it today. Hey, there we go. I finally got some sound to you guys. Alright, let's see. Hey, there we are! There we are! Yeah, I mean, seriously, that would be like the dream, is being able to live off of whatever game that we're playing.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Don't necessarily need that there. Should have done all this earlier. It's okay. There we go. Yeah, I want to see your loot from the small room.
Enemy ships detected.
You can already kind of see just how much faster we are at clearing waves compared to oh, nice. That's good stuff. V-type adaptive, V-type strike. That's nice to have. Power generator is interesting.
Enemy ships detected.
These ships make very quick work of the enemies in this system, and especially since all of my resistances are just so high, I don't really expect to have any trouble here. It's almost a waste right now for me to even run the Nosferatus, because we clear it out so quick.
Fleet War.
It's also interesting that the sun in this system kind of hides the colors. Yeah, I guess your integrated drones got paid.
Warp drive active.
We'll see how it goes without the Nosferatu. Yeah, look how much damage we're outputting
Enemy
with
ships
these. How quick we tear through waves.
We're under attack.
What an improvement over our prophecies. And what a difference it makes to have skills for a ship and you can actually fly it. This particular ship is a little bit overkill for Tech 8, by a long shot, but
Enemy
since we have it, we won't have to do another ship upgrade for a long time.
We're under attack.
This ship will very, very comfortably take us all the way to Tech 10. Pretty much any of the faction battleships would have taken you to Tech 10, except some struggle with certain activities that, for example, the Rattlesnake just doesn't. The Rattlesnake may not do it quickly, but it'll do those activities reliably.
Fleet War.
God, I wish I could get a laboratory mission in hard.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
We're halfway even paying attention to where we are. I would maybe consider going for a what do you call it? a target time, the targeting subcontroller, instead of the third capacitor control circuit.
Enemy ships detected.
So these missiles have a 31-kilometer range, which is just about, it's a little shorter than what you would want, but it's just about the maximum range that you will end up in being away from any random wave of enemies that comes in on an encounter. So it's just enough to reach out and can help you continue dealing DPS as your drones work their way in.
Enemy ships detected.
So right now we're sitting on about 300,000 EHP. If I need to save myself from something, I can activate this damage control for like 12 seconds, which will put me at almost 800,000 EHP with 93% resistance. It's a lifesaver. It's 13 seconds I'll have it active for. Before the end of this stream, I'd like to do a level 4 Dormant Realm.
Fleet warp.
Warp
Hopefully
drive
we'll have
active.
time to do that. We'll do Dormant Realm 1, level 4, if anybody is interested.
We're under attack.
Yeah, bring whatever you want. We should be pretty good in clearing that out. Or maybe we'll wait for another stream to do that. I don't know. I need to think on that. Because I'd really like to have the aerospace implant right away. But maybe we should do a stream showcasing us working our way up.
Enemy ships detected.
One stream for 1 through 6, and then one stream for 7 through 10. I have no money, Jenner.
Enemy ships detected.
can't wait to see what kind of bounty tick we actually get. Look how long it took to lock everything up and then start the, start shooting at things.
We're under attack.
Yeah, this will be a nice and comfortable ride all the way to Tech 10 with these ships.
Fleet warp.
Yep, this is the fleet that I came with. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything long range at the time, because that would have been a lot better.
Warp drive active.
I would have liked to have had some guards or the long range missiles for that. I just didn't think I had time to go and fit all that to try to come save you. Luckily, Snoopy showed up, which was Susie in the Lucent Moon. So how you doing today, Tapazoid? Have you been enjoying your Tech 10 experience so far?
Enemy ships detected. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah. Yeah, that, the new event is just rough. Especially for solo. Alright, so that was our first bounty tick there of 3,400,000. Not the best, but we were also in this system for quite a while. Yeah, so the way you stop a warp is you have to turn off your motor, your engine, before it reaches the warp point. So I can actually show you here. So we'll have that fleet warp, and if I hit that engine, it'll stop me.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, the medium waste seeker is probably the hardest one. Large is only hard for the DPS and the tank that they have, but the medium has a lot of things that like to move around the player outside of range. They also have a lot of, like, neutralizers, Nosferatus, webifiers, things that could really mess you up. Scramblers. The medium relics definitely have a lot of problems. Oh, thank you, Tapazoid. I appreciate it. Good, that seems to be working.
We're under attack.
Nice.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Okay, chat should be on screen now. Right? Unless it's already on screen. Alright, there we go.
Enemy ships detected.
I don't know how I managed to remove my, chat window somehow. But there we are, we're working now. And I don't even feel like I need a web of fire. It might be better that I just run the double brute shield booster in Dormant Realms. I don't know. Having that combination, having that combination between, between missiles and drones is really good for clearing out those small ships. Yeah, maybe a target painter. I was thinking about that, but I don't really need one other than maybe the drones could use that to help them with their targeting. But they're only large drones, so it's not that bad.
Warp drive active.
And we're using the rapid larges, which already have a really good application, so there's no real need to have the target painter there either. I don't know, I'll keep playing around with it. Ooh, 330 billion for the tactical hangar. Wow.
Enemy ships.
I'm pretty much planning on using that, Wyvern without the hangar for a while. Ooh, nice. Congratulations, Kimi. That's a good bit of money there.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. If you're okay running like that, then yeah, we can do that. I'd like you to hold on to that until I actually get a wyvern first, because I'd hate to just be paying you gold compilers if I can help it.
Fleet War.
Yeah, I really cannot wait to get my hands on a wyvern. It opens so many opportunities for me. And just knowing that I have those opportunities makes it more exciting for me.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Nice. Yeah, so what I'm hoping here is once these alphas get to Tech 10, I'll be able to continue running the Dormant Realms like I normally would, but all of that material will go over to my main account, which will fund things like new dreadnoughts and things like that.
Enemy ships detected.
I'm really thinking, once I get my hands on the wyvern, and I get that fitted and up and running, I can start to work on getting, dang, I don't even know what I want after that. Because I could certainly try to go for a second super carrier. That would be kinda stupid, but also very useful. If I ended up with a second super carrier, that means I could run 2 fleets on Dormant Realm Mondays, and I could have 3 people in each fleet that are not one of my characters. It would make carrying for Dormant Realm Monday a lot easier and a lot more open to more people. I can't wait. I really can't.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, if you want to join in on Dormant Realm Mondays, I usually start streaming about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Um, and if you want to jump in and get some Dormant Realms done, all you need to bring is a frigate with a micro warp drive, just so you can stay alive. And we can carry you and get you some ISK pretty easily. Hopefully with these rattlesnakes,
Warp drive
I can also be able to run Dormant Realm 1 or Dormant Realm 2 at level 10. I'd have to look around to see who would be able to do that with me. Pretty much the third person always is gonna have to be a nightmare. if we do Dormant Realm 2. Whew. Getting tired.
We're under attack.
Yeah. Getting a Dominix is probably one of the best ships that you can get your hands on.
Enemy ships
Um,
detected.
I will say though, if you can afford to wait a little bit longer, get a Dominix Navy issue and fit that thing to the max. That'll speed up your grind a lot more than just staying in the Dominix. Thank you for the follow as well, Tapazoid. I didn't see that until just now. The Dominix Navy issue, having access to the Siege module, really outputs a lot more DPS than almost anything except for a high-sec carrier. I have seen a few Dominix Navy issues that output the same DPS as a, like, weekly fit, Cyan C. Like a very basic fit Cyan. Yeah. But Dominix Navy issue is probably the... I can say it is the best high-sec battleship that you can fly right now. It way outpaces anything else in its tier. It is very similar to, like, a smaller version of a high-sec carrier.
Warp drive active.
It's gonna cost you about 12 or 13 billion ISK, but it's worth it. You'll make a lot more with that ship than you ever will on a Dominix or a Dominix Special Ops. Especially if you're only staying in high sec right now. If you're going out to null sec and low sec, the chance of you losing that ship is there, which could be hindersome to your income. But otherwise, it's a monstrous ship.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Yes, the defense is really good on the Dominix Navy issue. You have the choice of going armor defense, or armor repair, or shield. Most people would go armor on it,
Enemy ships
but,
detected.
high-sec players will tend to fit shield as a passive fit. Because they don't need all that kind of defense. Especially when they run, sentry drones instead. They'll sit at like 100 kilometers or 120 kilometers and just DPS the hell out of everything. If you check my YouTube channel, I actually have a few different videos on the Dominix Navy issue, if you want to see what that's like.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Man, having these rattlesnakes makes me smile. It's so good. It's so nice being free of all the constraints. And now we just have, like, the easiest time.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Having access to advanced skills and being able to have access to more items on the market as well, like C-types, it is so good.
Enemy ships detected.
So we're gonna have about 8 more days left on this event going on in HiSec with the Waste Seeker relics. We are definitely gonna be running some of those later.
Fleet warp.
No, you are safe warping gate to gate. So you can get into a high-sec island pretty easily.
Warp drive active.
There's no low-sec gate campers anymore. Or if there are, it's literally only in, like, 2 systems. Tama and the other one. Even Tama's not that bad anymore. It used to be
Attack.
a highly dangerous system to go through. Now it's just like any other low-sec system. Okay, got another 3 million on our bounty tick. Yes, Tama makes the Midgard, if I remember correctly. But I still don't think there's a lot of people camping it.
Enemy ships detected.
What did you just get, Snoopy? Two blueprints for the integrated ogre. Hell yes. You're gonna build them and put them on your Cobra, right?
Enemy ships detected.
2.1 billion for both? That's not bad. General, I would say one of the faction frigates. Or like, if you can fly a Tristan Navy issue, that'll also be a really good option for those small wave crafts, I bet. Yeah, that's like half the cost. That's so good.
Fleet warp.
Yeah, Pacifier would do well, I would think. It's got the repair module in Cursus Navy,
Warp
yeah.
drive active.
Pacifier Navy, the Pacifier is a bit expensive though to be thrown at that.
We're under attack.
I think you just found out. No, Pacifier is not a shitty frigate. It is like top 2 for a frigate.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
It might even be number 1. Yeah, I would just go for one of the Navy or Imperial ships. They're way less expensive, and they're just as capable.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Yeah, the Pacifier is a little bit different since it's very tanky compared to most frigates. It's considerably more tanky to the point where it's kind of like a basic cruiser. Between the repair module and the resistances it has, and the speed it can carry, it's very similar to like the tank on a cruiser.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
So right now, we've already made like 11 million per character, kinda. It's more like 9 million per character. And we're only 45 minutes into actually running these missions.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
That's not bad. That's way better than we were doing on the,
Enemy ships detected.
on the prophecies.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, I could definitely run Tech 10 missions with this ship. That'd be no problem at all. Like, it's gonna be so... It's gonna be so easy for us from here until Tech 10.
Fleet warp.
And then at Tech 10, we look at upgrading to, I don't know, the Cobra? I mean, we're supposed to be sitting on
Warp drive active.
like 9 billion ISK per character by the time we hit Tech 10. That's if we don't buy the Concord Pass every month. If we buy the Concord Pass, I think we'll be looking at... We'd probably be looking at like 18 or 20 billion ISK per character. I mean, it's like 3 billion ISK per month, with like 2 billion going toward Omega every month. Just from the Concord Pass. If we buy it. With that, plus level 10 Dormant Realms,
Enemy ships detected.
I mean, we're looking at making
We're under attack.
2.5 to 3 billion ISK per character per month. We're like 6 months away from Tech 9.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah, I don't know. We have a huge opportunity to get our hands on like 3 Cyans if we wanted to. Or get our hands on like
Enemy ships detected.
some phoenixes. I don't know. There's a lot of opportunities here. Maybe instead of upgrading to the Cobra, we get X-type modules. Or A-type modules. I don't really have a goal. There's too many goals that we could go for that it's hard to say which one you would want to do. Nice. 6 hours until your integrated ogres are done. That's so good.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, if there's any one item that, if you're gonna purchase it, the Concord Pass plus 10 levels is probably the best value you're ever gonna get out of anything in this game. It is so incredibly worth it. I think next month's Concord Pass, we should go for a bunch of keys. And see if we can get this gold core going.
Enemy ships detected.
Or
Attack.
we get that Concord Pass fully maxed out. Oh wow, you actually had a bug on that? That's weird. The other thing we do is on the next Concord Pass, when we buy that, we can use that ISK to fund 2 months of Omega. Oh, Jitter, save up some ISK, by the way. If you've got some ISK saved up, at the end of this event, make sure you buy Plex after people get their Plex refund and are selling Plex on the market. You'll get Omega really, really cheap that way. Save up your ISK for the end of this event on the 17th or the 18th. So that way you can buy all the ISK that's coming up on the refund, all the Plex that's coming up on the refunds on the 17th. It should drop
Fleet warp.
the cost of Omega. Let's see where we're at now. That's under the store. Yeah, we should be going from like 9.9 million, this is the lowest it's been in a while, Buy a car, Tapazoid. So I use the Concord points to buy, let me find it here. I use the Concord points to buy these Concord Pass Nanophore material supplies. If you buy the industry box or the offense box, right now the industry box is worth more, you sell these materials here. With the Concord points for not buying the pass, you get 750 million per month. If you buy the Concord Pass plus the 10 levels, you're getting about 3 billion per month just from the Concord Pass. Oh my god. What is the AU... What is the return on that? Let me see. So you're almost to the 82,000, which is 12%. Wow, 6,000 flex. Come on, Jinner, I know you want that 12%. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Under attack.
It would be really nice
Under attack.
and really funny. Yeah, 4 million bounty tick. Nice. It'd be really funny if the anniversary event was a Plex-based event. Wait. Maybe it is. They did that once and regretted it. Alright, is anybody available to run... Dormant Realm 1. Let me move back to Gina here.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, Nettie's devs are pretty hungry.
Warp drive active.
They just keep being given dollars, not steaks. Help them get a salad. What? Yeah, I don't even know what my, AUR return is on my main account right now. It's probably the usual, like,
Warp drive
600.
active.
That's about what I end up most times. I need to save it for the Omega rewards. Well, the Cyan's probably gonna cost you, like, what is it now? Like, $180 when it came out? So, it's probably about that if you see another box. They've said that they're removing Cyan boxes permanently, unless a certain event comes around.
Warp drive active.
Right now, the only ship you can get your hands on for a flat USD amount would be the Shanghai, and that's going to cost you about 230. I like the Scorpion. It's so nice.
Warp drive active.
It's, if you go under the store, and you go to, Interstellar Bazaar, was it? No. It was under Hot. If you go under Hot, it's these, Shanghai draw supplies.
Destination read. Docking request accepted.
And there's the Shanghai in the box. But, in order to get your hands on it, a guaranteed Shanghai at 60 boxes. So if you type in 60 here, it's 7,200 Aurum, which is about $230. It's a great ship. You really cannot go wrong with it. It's the upgraded version of the Cyan Sea, which is that high-sec ship that I think I told you you should go for. $1.2 million. Gonna get a better one. 5 million. 11 million. 4.5. $60. You need 60, Kubi. 10 came from your, event. The Shanghai thing. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna need a body for DR1. We're gonna be doing level 4, so if you have, like, a repair ship, that'd be fun. You can bring pretty much anything you want. Oh no. We're going with Kitham. Gonna get another red. Gonna get another yellow. Yeah, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. I've got time. Ironically, I kinda need to just leave everything in Gina. While we're doing this, let me check how much... the Shanghai bosses will be in the market until the 17th. You have 8 more days. And then you'll have to wait for the anniversary update, which is in August. Okay, let me check the defense here. Yeah, that should be plenty for what we're doing. And if I need the help, I have the damage control. Which puts me at 1,000,000 EHP for 13 seconds. That should be plenty.
Docking request accepted.
Yeah, normally the Celebration Nanocore came out last year or the year before. I think it was last year in August that they brought the Celebration Nanocore. It was around the same time that they released the Wagyu. So yeah, last year. I think prior to that, there may have been a couple of ships that had it. But I only remember it from last year's event. Which, I still have a grudge about that, because they said they would add AI capability to that, and it still doesn't have that. Okay, let me get some heavy water. I need like 1,000,000. $99,000,000 for that. Okay. 9,000,000 would be 100,000. Yeah. So like 80,000 should do it. Right now the rebuy is pretty good. It's just a lot of people are not selling them because it's better than what they have. So they've upgraded to those and sold their old stuff. So we're gonna get 160,000 fuel out of this. This thing consumes 800 gigajoules every 20 seconds. $200 activations. Which is 10 minutes. Okay, so I can't use that whenever I want. I've gotta get some more fuel. Oh, if it gets blown up, it is one of the most expensive ships in the game. Let me swap over real quick and I'll let you know. Okay, give me just 1 minute, Snippy. Go to my ship hangar here. There's my Shanghai. So yeah, 81,000 at a minimum. If you have no discount, then 180,000 IP. I can replace this thing once. Alright. So I need to get Snoopy in here. Make sure everything's okay. Yep. Okay. What differences do I need to look for between level 1 and level 4? There really shouldn't be much, right, Snoopy? Should we do a level 1 just to see if we get, like, gold cores? See if we can come, like, top whatever. Top 10, I guess it is? Ain't no way, right? I mean, we already came top 200 with your ship and my, my prophecies. So, this one? It is title lock we want to do, right? Let me check. Yes, title lock. Okay, so we're gonna work our way through. We're gonna do level 1, level 2, level 3, and then level 4. Oh my god. A cobra. Oh no! The glitches. Annette Walker. Annette Warner. And what I want is the experimental warhead charge. Automatic defense might be nice. I don't know. At least now I actually have a really good tank for this.
Undocking.
I need to turn off auto orbit, by the way. Okay, we're gonna follow Rita. Okay. Go ahead and take myself out a little bit. Nice.
Under attack.
Yeah, you can sell it for the Dominic's Navy. That would work. Okay, I need to change the orbit. Yeah, Flex is down a little bit currently. It was at like 10-2, right now it's like 9-9. Okay, get my ships away from that. I'm gonna start heading that way. So right now I've just got my 2 ships setting in orbit around my main ship here. Up in the top left is my main ship. These other 2 characters are orbiting around that as I'm following. So that way I don't have to micromanage all 3 of them. I just have to worry about their shields. I wonder how I would go about getting my hands on an aerospace implant for these characters. The Warhead Charge is a good one to have, but aerospace would be so much better.
We're under attack.
Luckily, we don't have to really care about ships that are outside of the circle. Yeah, I missed the flex prices when the game came out, too. If I'd have known how high it would have gone, if I had my knowledge from EVE Online to rely on, man. I would have bought every single bit of it when it was 9,000 ISK per flex.
We're under attack.
Oh, man. That's funny. Okay, got my turret done. Yeah, you've got one more wave there, I think, right? No? What's stopping your tower? Oh, it's just taking a while. Yeah, you've got one more. If you don't kill them all instantly.
Docking request accepted.
Nice. I wonder where that puts us on the leaderboard. I'm almost curious. We're number 81. That's hilarious. That core is so good. Alright, we're gonna do level 2. Yeah, I wish I had that core on all 3 of these ships. Just nuke the first tower twice. And
Undocking.
then each group that goes out to the second and third tower, they could nuke their last wave. Honestly, you could probably nuke the first wave and have that core back up and running by the end of it.
We're under attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's something to consider. If we can manage to work, like, 2 activations out of that nanocore, I mean, you're talking about a huge increase in time. Hell, just having 4 activations, that's 2 for the first tower and 2 for the second tower. And we can all just go kill that last tower. Would work out quite well, I think. Luckily, I've got 3 web of fires to slow these guys down. Okay, we need to go that way. Oh, God. All my ships are running into each other. That's about average right now. I think normally they sit about 12 and a half, 13. I've seen on the high end. Low end would be somewhere around 11.8. So I think you're pretty much average right now. Okay, are you moving over to the last one since I'm here now?
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Okay, we should have this tower done pretty soon.
We're under attack.
Hey, last wave here.
Scrambled.
Yeah. The runaway NPCs are really bad.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Hey, we're done with that run. Not bad.
Docking request accepted.
No, it's been really high over the last, like, 6 months or so.
Undocking.
Oh, yeah.
We're being warp scrambled.
Yeah, you might get something at, like, 11.7.
We're under attack.
Need to start heading away from the gate. Yes, good night, Tapazoid. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for the sub.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah, seems like we're doing pretty good damage. No.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
My tank does struggle a little bit here. Because of my capacitor is getting muted pretty hard.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Which enemy was it you mentioned had all the newts? Because it seems like everything has it.
We're under attack.
Hibernator. Okay. This should be the last ship that I have within the bubble. Never mind. There's a thing 10 kilometers away. Nice.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, and then we'll do level 4. And then we'll call it a night, I think. Yep, let's get our implant. Get some extra damage out of these missiles. And we might as well, like,
Undocking.
I don't know. I kind of want to do all 6 runs of level 10 at some point.
We're being warp scrambled.
Okay, so I need to find things called a hibernator. Nothing in this first wave. Trying to keep my screen orientation so I know which way I need to go. God, I'm so tempted to go and get that new nanocore on all these characters. Damn. I really want to. I mean, you imagine we just, like, nuke every single thing?
We're under attack.
I'm too used to, nothing says hibernator here. I'm too used to using the auto lock feature. I've got to break myself of that habit if we're gonna be doing level 10.
Under attack. We're being warp scrambled.
So far, the tank is pretty fine. I don't really need to heal on this. I can definitely say at level like 7, it's gonna be a problem. Okay, well let me swap, one of these two to follow you. Hey, it's all sleepers, no hibernators.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
But got stuck on the tower. I saw that. Can't see shit about what's going on.
We're under attack.
There we are.
We're under attack. attack. We're under attack.
Almost no capacitor left. Okay. I guess there's still a hibernator on me somewhere. Yeah, it's a bit rough.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna...
Docking request
I'm gonna have to
accepted.
think of how I'm gonna protect my capacitor a little bit better. Because micromanaging trying to get hibernators locked up between 3 different characters in 3 different areas, that's a bit difficult. Alright, let me get my rewards. First completion. Oh, good, it collected all of them. Yeah, it's not... If it was just me with one ship trying to lock up hibernators and kill them, fine. But trying to juggle 3 of them, that's a little too much to try to go after hibernators. Yeah. Yeah, I was down to 18% capacitor on that one with one of my ships. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that at higher levels. Because there's going to be more enemies, there's going to be more capacitor killers. I would hope that in higher levels, we're all in the same thing. Okay. Maybe we'll try that at some point. Because I was just under the enemy list rather than vital targets. So maybe that'll help a little bit. Okay, let's have a look at what we got. Can't stack anything. Okay, we're gonna get... Okay, some compilers. Some GUs. Got some more compilers. More GUs. And here's our first run rewards. Yeah, that was fun. It's definitely gonna take me some time to learn it and, get to doing the right thing. It'll also help when I have, like, better DPS and having a good nanocore, there's a lot we can do with that. Alright, so here is the implant that we want. This is our first implant that we will be leveling. And we will be putting 5 levels on it. I think. Then we might be able to get more. Nope. 5 levels is all we got. Ooh, nice. We got a high power coil core. That's some good money right there. Okay, let's stack all of these. Here's another one of these. No, don't reprocess it. Man, I am really thinking about getting myself one of those, nanocores for each of these characters. That would be so nice. And then I can just wipe out things around me very quickly. Ooh, that was a good box. We got a high-power coil core, and we got a experimental warhead. Yeah. Now those cores can be gold as well. So, funny enough, I actually got the RNG, high power, the warhead charge implant. I don't know why I have the... Yeah, 32% damage plus the mode is insane. Are any of these useful for me? Crafting computers, armor plates, remote shield boosters. But it's not that great. Not that one, at least. Output boost to all remote capacitor transmitters. Okay. Yeah, we got the first, Ooh, nice. You got the 17.5% on the thermal. Dang. Ow! I'm just gonna do it. I can't help myself. Give me a minute. As a reward for getting into the rattlesnake, we might as well. This nanocore is just way too good to pass up. I have to. We're at Tech 8 now. We're not limited to not making purchases on the store. But I will limit myself to purchases that will only make a massive benefit to our situation. I'm not just gonna go buy everything off the market and get, like, every implant I could ever want. Oh, yeah. What? What are you saying, wait for? I don't even know, like... I mean, I already have, like, a few pulls anyway. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. But... you are right in that I should go and try to do... the Legion development. So let me, do that. It'd be nice if I got the tactical defense implant. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we need to be on the correct one for us. So we're at 15 here. We're at 16 there. Okay. So we're just gonna go for it. I don't have a implant there, but I do there. I don't have an implant there, but I do there. I should pull on Region 2. This one is fine. Oh, I got 2 keys. Okay. So now the hope is... I'm pretty far behind on that. So these two are gonna be kind of out of luck. Okay. So that's where we're at. Let's get the Nanocore upgrade box. This one. This one will give me 20 per. And it'll let me get the... it'll let me get the stuff that I need for upgrading to Gold Core. It's a combo package. having an event like this is insanely important for character progression. Okay. Let's see what we get. And we're hoping for tactical defense or advanced implant. Oh no. Rip. Oh, rip. Okay. I could still get lucky. That's probably the only time where I did not want the capital ship core. Yeah, it's really nice. It's just the one time I did not actually want it. Guess I need to get up myself a high-sec cyan. That's our goal. I guess. Because I can slap this on a cyan. Guess that's the goal for that account. Damn. Still a little short on these. Okay, so I need 2 more sets of 20. I'm at level 2. The next one I get is at level 6, and the one after that is level 10. I can probably do that in 6 days. You have to remember that it'll be split between 3 characters, and one character could just be stealing all the kills. What was this one? So I need 120, which I do have. But I also need to take the rattlesnake cores that I had. This one is the Trailblazer. And we are going to repackage that. We're going to analyze it. Got some good levels. Okay, so I need one more development here. Let me see what we've got. Right. There we go. So I've got to get to level 6 here at 600 points, and then I've got to get to level 10 on that other character. I don't know what I'm gonna do with a damn capital ship nanocore. Darn it. If I could give it to one of my other characters, I would. Yeah. So this character had green down here. This character had red. That one had green. Where's a good green? Okay, let's take all this stuff. And we'll go to Perimeter, where my normal home is. We've been living in Gina a little too long.
Autopilot engaged.
Man, if I had known that this nanocore was going to be around when I was getting the thermomagnetic storm core box, I would have made some changes to my plans. RGB. We've got red, green, and blue. I would never. I would be so upset. Not only would that completely be the wrong character for that to be on, but then I'd have to ruin the whole thing of Alpha to Omega characters getting into their Tech 8 and doing their story, because I would have to, get the Tech 10
Accepted.
Day 1 thing, the Tech Leap program, just to get that character into it, and skill out of everything. Oh my god, it would be awful. That's like the worst series of events for one of these characters to have a Wyvern Nanocore. Of course, this account doesn't have any money. That's okay. Okay, so we've got 122 here. We've got 156 and 152. Back here. We're gonna get the extra drone damage. Okay, so AI is gonna take 200 star cores on each character. That means we need to do a lot of keys in order to get those Tesseract cores, because buying them individually is not worth it. Do I have enough to get, like, the first upgrade? Actually, might be close. $50-50? Ah! Of course the 50-50 fails. I only need the 120 Tesseract core just to get the gold nanocore upgrades. I would need 200 more to activate AI. Okay, let's see what we get. Roll the dice. So our attributes are warp stability, shield, or capacitor. I don't know what the best choice is here. Yeah, once you activate AI the first time, you don't ever have to activate that again. But you will have to spend the Tesseract cores in order to upgrade to a gold nanocore. What's our best option here? We can go more tank with the shield. We can get some warp stability. So in case we need to warp out of an anomaly or something, we'd have that. Capacitor amount would be kinda useless. Because no matter what, Dormant Realm is gonna nuke it anyway. 10% is not gonna make a difference. I'm thinking shield or warp stability. Shield would help me live in Dormant Realm longer. Give me extra time to actually kill what I need to. Warp stability would only be useful for the current event and laboratory missions. The current event, I could use it to get away. But shield might be the better option. I'd have to roll pretty high percentage, though. What are we thinking? I mean, safety is always gonna be better than getting stuck. I already have a pretty decent tank. Let's just go for warp stability. Don't really want 2 warp stability, I want like 2.4. Okay. 6.8, not bad, I'll take that. No, only purple nanocores that have been upgraded to the gold nanocore standard. 2.6 warp stab. Yeah, having that extra shield is a really good way to fit this thing. $8.29. That's pretty good. Okay, let's just see what we get out of this one. If I can get a really good shield. I really hoped that was shield. Ah, oh well. I'll take 7.8 shield. That is okay. We're still looking at a fairly effective tank here. Which one had the highest? On the right, right? Let's see what our defense is at with our highest health pool. Okay, so we're looking at 434 with 80, 86, 87, 85, 88, and 90. That's really good. Yeah, 50,000 shield health. What happens when I put another red on? How bad is that? $473 is not bad. Yeah, I also don't have max skill, Snoopy. I only have 4-4. And the Cobra has like a third more shield than the Rattlesnake anyway. I mean, that's pretty good resistance. I bet you it would work. I mean, let me undock this one and see what that compares with.
Undocking.
The one on the left here that I'm undocking has the least amount of shield. So we pretty much gain 2% resistance from having that extra partner. But it makes a difference of about 37,000 or something like that. 38,000 EHP.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, let's go ahead and swap this out for DPS. Wherever I put those. $23.43 versus $22.82. That's really bad. Yeah, I'm thinking we run this. The Rattlesnake is so... The Rattlesnake, not the Rattletank, is very good. And you have enough low slots to make things work how you want it to. Yeah, I should really consider, like, blinging these things out. Or if I get the Cobra, blinging that out. I've never had a ship with B-types or A-types or X-types. Yeah, I need a GU to make these bat drone damage amplifiers go infinitely. That would be funny. I'm still missing about 12% damage on my drones there. For all my ships. No. Alright, I think we will end that there. It is 12:30 in the morning, and I should have been in bed already, but I got caught up wanting to do everything for the first day of our... Tech 8. I really wanted to run a whole bunch of stuff. Got some more of these, got some more of those, got some of those. Got some of those, got some of those, got some of those. And so we need to get our hands on a blue implant so I can have access to explosive warhead. That'll be the next thing I get. Hey, is there anything else that I have in here that I should be doing? Let's see. These might be better sold, I don't know. 18,000 each? Probably not. Alright, well, thank you all so much today. We've made it to Tech 8. We've done some upgrades. We made a few purchases. But from here on out, we're like perfect. We're in the most perfect position that we could be to start our journey from Tech 8 all the way to the end of our game. Amazing. Absolutely awesome. We've got a little bit of work to do with Dormant Realms before I'm comfortable with it. Let's see what our replacement cost on these things are, by the way. Okay, 831. That's not horrible. It'll be less than Dormant Realm. Thank you guys for the support. I really can't thank you enough. I have no words to say other than thank you. You guys have been such great support and just awesome. I really don't know what to say other than thank you. So, thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Take care and be safe.